I'm a 16-year-old sophomore in high school. I love certain subjects such as chemistry, law and justice, and digital literacy. However, my most favorite subject is art. After this happened, I may want to come into consideration. Last year, I was Artist of the Year for my creative ideas. The best thing I ever did was character rotations. Similar to total drama, where the characters are turned to a certain position. My personal favorite is one created in a great series called The Wonder Friends, with 8 heroes, which unlike many heroes, they don't really dress up in costumes or have superhero names or anything. They're all normal kids and teenagers who all be themselves to say the day. There's Annie from the anime Powerpuff Girls Z as the young talented chef, Doopy or Doopy Doo over a YouTube channel on Planet Doan. The viewer, or Bluey Bergens, known as a pro in many sports, especially baseball. He even knows how to drive. Well, only go-kart because he's only 12. Sammy, or Samantha from Total Drama, the twin sister of Amy. Indigo Daniels, the tall goofball of the group, stalking in on Chi from another anime called Panty and Stalking with Darter Belt, except she eats healthier food more often and doesn't swear at all. And finally the leader of Wubsy, which is pretty obvious what show he came from. As for the many foes, there's like 20 of them. I really don't feel like going over them all because it's just a waste of freaking time. But I guarantee that this story will make you think twice before trying to watch this, even it even goes on air for years to come. You see, last Tuesday I was walking back home from high school until I found something in the grass. I went to go see what it is, and to my confusion, it was a VHS tape. I hear they don't make those anymore and go with DVDs, but I never stopped buying VHS tapes online. This one was just unexplainable. It was titled Wonder Friends, The History of You. As stupid as I am, I took it home with me and put it in my VHS player. Now it began with a close-up of a newspaper. It reads as follows. Breaking news, a genderless child's parents have been killed by a mysterious vampire goth-like man. When I heard vampire goth, I knew I had to be sleepy. Now let me tell you about this guy. His real name is Brandon Milton. He was homeschooled and always stayed up late at night after midnight. When he visited a science lab, a horrible accident caused a major change to his appearance. He had superhuman strength, dark yellow hair, vampire-like clothes, a goth-like face with a vampire tooth, a dark red cape, and his eyes were barely seen. He's one of the most dangerous souls of the One Friends, and is the arch enemy of the viewer. A amazing history of him killing the viewer's parents. The video then goes to a scene with a little house, which seemed pretty average to a family. It was a nightmare. It was nighttime and it was storming. A loud knocking could be heard, and a man and a woman, clearly the viewer's parents, opened the door. The screen went black, and there was a mix of screams and a chainsaw. Oh, when it came back, it was a nightmare to me. It showed a picture, sleepy, but more different. His hair was darker than ever. His cape was red as blood, and there was blood covering his teeth and dripping from his covering eyes. And what he was holding appeared to be a beating heart. He smiled evilly and jumped on the camera. I could see his eye. It was just horrible. It was red with blood-like stuff around the iris. He started to speak, but unlike his teenage-like voice, he speak in a Dracula adult-like voice. And it was even in complete rhyme. Your family is dead through my power. Taste the flesh I have devoured. You are weak and pathetic, you see. I'm much stronger than anyone can be. I shall be off toward the night. Don't even think about starting a fight. He started laughing, and they flew to the moon. There were children crying in the background, and suddenly it's displayed shots of the other one friends with bloodshot eyes and laughing along sleeping. As the crying came out, the one friend started to decompose and nothing but bones. I felt so nauseated. The worst part is that the children crying was also mixed with chainsaws, gunshots, and glass smashing. After about 3 minutes, Stockin suddenly appeared, harmless, and looked like she was wearing the same uniform in the final episode of the respective season where she apparently killed Panty. She looked at the camera, and just like before, she started to decay, but this time in a way that I couldn't explain. Her skin was turning gray, her eyes turning blood red, her hair turned deep gold, her muscles getting more buff, and her boobs both exploded in a large amount of what looked like real life blood. When the blood covered cleared, the goth had reappeared. He smiled widely, and blood drew from his mouth at a heavy rate as he said, "It was a shocking ending, killing Penny Archie. It was time bending. Framing Stocking was the best way to get away with it. Now I'll make her kill you for the Just before Sleepy could finish his sentence, a large shine came out from the sky. A familiar shadow appeared out of nowhere, and guess who it was? The real Stocking and Archie! At the very top of the clouds were her sister, her Panty, and the other 6 Wonder Friends waving. Sleepy was surprised to see the young angel come back. He ran to try and kill her, but was struck by what like a loud bang, loud enough to burst her eardrums. But luckily I kept my volume at a minimum level because my mom was sleeping. Apparently the loud bang came from Indigo, who apparently had the power of a thunder god like Raiden. Stun came up the camera and kneeled down to her knees and said, "Sorry, darling. I am so sorry that this all happened to you. I will not let this young bloodsucking god hurt you no longer. Come with me, sweetheart. I'll carry you home. Panty and the other Wonder Friends are waiting for you to return. You love me so much, and we can't go on without you, my little dear." The actual angel reading just left the camera, which was the viewer's cheek, by the way. He lifted them up in her arms as the viewer's arm wrapped around on her neck, and they floated back to the clouds. It then cut to Sleepy, looking up in horror and anger. There were some flames surrounding him. The flames were very much real. But Sleepy simply smirked sadistically, looked at the camera, and gave out yet one last rhyme. "Hey, whoever's watching this, you blameless just fooled. That was just a child viewer, but don't be so cool. I'm not really dead, 'cause I'm a demon. Coming from hell, that's the only minimum. I've got more killing to do. Children, infants, teens, and maybe even you." Sleepy gave out one last laugh, but this time it wasn't like any other ordinary villain laugh. It was echoed, loud, and even sounded very realistic, like there was a real criminal actually voicing the character. Then he disappeared from the ashes and the fire, and then the episode ended. After the episode was over, I immediately ejected the tape out of my VCR, smashed it to bits, and threw it all in the fireplace. Let me be honest with you, my friends. This is a story I actually made when I was creating Sleepy's backstory, ever since I first made it. But I didn't make him kill real children, just 2 adults. Whoever made this tape, we may never know until the time comes, which is highly unlikely. However, the only good thing I can say is that the viewer, Stalking, and the rest of the Wonder Friends and Panty are safe from the demon, at least for now.